I have 4 main points that I want to share with you. But let's start with this. The brighter the light, the deeper the shadow. Think about it. On a cloudy day, like today, the shadow seems faint, almost invisible. But when the sun shines brightly, the shadows become so sharp, they become undeniable. And it's the same with us. The more magnetic our light, the more visible our shadow becomes. Hi, beautiful soul. Hi, gorgeous. It's so good to be here with you today. The first point that I want to share with you is why inner work is so crucial. What does it matter? Here's something that I've realized. Inner work is so essential because as you grow, the tools that you use to help you don't work as well anymore because you are growing. So it's not failure, but it's growth. And sometimes the new tools that you need in your next level of transformation are not anymore in the physical world, but in the energetical world. Alright, beautiful soul. When we are on a personal transformation path, there are phases that feel so exciting, so easy. It just feels like there are so many synchronicities and we are going with the flow. We feel light. You can see the miracles, the magic of life, right? But then comes a period that we call the growth period. In that period, things feel a little bit heavy. It feels like the synchronicities have stopped working. We feel more overwhelmed. We feel more grumpy. Maybe we snap at our loved ones or the people around us. We feel like nothing seems to work, and sometimes it leads to stopping the journey we were on, not understanding that this is actually a growth period. So some signs of the growth period can be grumpiness, feeling overwhelmed, feeling frustrated, feeling like you are chaotic, and sometimes you can even have physical symptoms. Like in my case, it's my skin breaking out, right? What I want us all to understand is that this is not failure, but it's a growth period. It is because we are moving deeper energy, stuck energy at this moment. And since we are moving so much energy because we are transforming rapidly, this is why we feel overwhelmed or frustrated, or those signs of growth period. What God has done for others, now does for me, and so much more. Alright, gorgeous. I just have 11:11, and this is time to elevate the vibration, right? If you did my manifestation course, Magnetic Queen Manifestrice, then you know what I'm talking about. Putting those alarms help us to keep the vibration high and to know that our manifestation is already done, and we vibe at that frequency of knowing that it's already done. So how would you feel? Celebrate your manifestation already. But today we are talking about energy work, shadow work, inner work. So let's continue with the video. So I first learned about the growth period from Jeffrey Allen's course Duality on Mind Valley, and it was a aha moment for me. I understood, wow, I now understand that loop of transformation. It's not failure when you start a project, or you start a course, or you start with a decision that you are going to transform your life. There will come a period where it feels overwhelming, where you feel grumpy. You feel like things are not working anymore. What to do in that period? First, understand this is normal. This is part of the journey. This is the growth period. And this will help you go through this period gracefully when you will use the tool that I will share with you. Before we move on to the next one, the growth period, you need to understand that the surface level things is over, the easy phase is over. And now you are moving energy at a deeper level. You are moving the stuck energy, and this is why it feels so overwhelming. This is why inner work matters so much. Without it, we will hit those growth period and abandon everything. But with And sometimes we will do like we move one step forward or maybe 2 steps forward, and then we move 1 or 2 steps back, right? But understanding inner work and understanding the growth period help us to say, okay, this is a growth period and I can make it feel easy and move through it gracefully. So the practical tip that I have for you here, the next time you go through a phase where you feel like things are not working the way you want to, if you feel like you are not your usual self, you feel more overwhelmed, more frustrated, more grumpy than usual, then remember that this is the growth period. It means that I am expanding. It means that I am moving energy at a deeper level. I am moving the stuck energy. And instead of abandoning, continue gracefully so that you can go to the more easy phase again, the more grateful phase where you will see the transformation, the shift in your energy as well. Sometimes just naming it as the growth period will help you to go through it more smoothly. Alright, gorgeous. Before we talk about the energetic tools to navigate the growth periods, let's talk about my second point, which is the shadow work. Shadow work is one of the most powerful ways to navigate those growth periods because the shadow is usually what we surface during those times. So what is shadow? It is the part of us that we deny. It is the part of us that we have not yet integrated. It can come from our own story, but also from our lineage or the collective patterns. When you integrate your shadows, you become more magnetic. So for me, how it shows up was the fear of being seen, right? And I turned it into the courage to be seen so that I could create my YouTube channel. But then it shows up as self-work issues and make me stop, grow and stop, right? Until I understand, I can see this pattern where I have an expectation with a video, and when it doesn't perform the way I was hoping it will, then I feel stopped. I feel like, I cannot continue this. It's not going to work. But unlocking my self-worth brought more abundance in my life, even if it's not the way I was expecting it. Another way how shadow showed up in my life was comparison. Seeing people who already have what I want and comparing myself to them. And what I've learned is that it is so much wiser to compare my daily actions to my dream. So am I doing every day what will bring me closer to my dreams? This is what I should compare myself to and not to what other people have as results. So I learned to transform by focusing on my own daily actions and also divine timing. The phrase that I love to use is to say, I surrender. One of my clients asked me, what do you mean when you say I surrender? Well, it's about letting go and releasing control. You give control back to the divine. So you surrender and you choose to let yourself be guided. And when you are guided, you take the aligned actions. I surrender. This is also a powerful way how to move through shadow work. I can see a bird on my window here and it's huge confirmation for me. So when you embrace your shadow work, you stop running away from these parts of yourself, right? You start integrating them one by one. Sometimes they just want to be seen or to be heard. And when you see them and you embrace them, then you become more and more magnetic. So in your own life, when a shadow shows up, it can be fear or jealousy or comparison or maybe self-doubt. Then ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or you can ask that shadow, what are you here to teach me? How can I integrate you instead of rejecting you? When we integrate all parts of ourselves, we liberate ourselves because we give ourselves permission to just be our authentic self, understanding that we have both light and shadow, and that is okay. And that shift is where the transformations really start. This is the perfect segue to my next point, which is energy tools for growth periods. And this is where everything gets really powerful. Because when you are in a growth period, it's not enough to just understand mentally that you are in a growth period. You can actually help your energy move more smoothly, more gracefully. So the shadow work can help us to understand mentally and emotionally what is going on. And then the energy tools will help us at an energetic level that we translate in our physical body as well. Otherwise, that stuck energy can come sideways, right? Frustration, anger, overwhelm, intimidation of others. But when you work on it energetically as well, you help it move more smoothly and you quantum leap into your next phase where you can feel more grateful and more at ease. So one powerful tool that I love and that I learned from Jeffrey Allen is to run the energy through your body. And so let's do that small activation right now. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out and relax your body. Imagine that you are connected with the center of the earth through roots that you have grown from the base of your spine. They go deep and meet the center of the earth. Imagine earth giving you deep healing. Now imagine that you can feel the pulsation of the energy of earth. And imagine that energy coming up, up, up into your root energy center and through your body. Imagine it taking out everything that you don't need, all the stuck energy, all your fears, all your confusion, and giving you treasure from the earth like strength, stability, abundance. Receive all earth energy and let it run through your body automatically. Now bring your attention back behind your eyes. Now imagine cosmic energy, God's energy, coming from the sky and showering you, starting with your crown, going through your body to your feet, coming up in the front and showering you from every side, front, side, back. You are receiving cosmic energy. Feel your body fill up with cosmic energy. And when you are full, imagine the overflow taking out of your body, of your energy body and your physical body, everything that you no longer need. The stuck energy is going out of your body, the frustration, the overwhelm, and you can feel your body relax more and more. Now you can turn up the volume or the intensity of that cosmic energy to 50%. Now it is invigorating you, making you more vital. You have more life force energy, more vibrant, more radiant. Turn it up to 100% and feel that energy vibrating in your body. Or just imagine your body glowing with the cosmic light and the earth energy, both flowing through your body. You don't have to understand to represent exactly how the flow goes. Just imagine that it is flowing in the best way possible through your body, invigorating you and taking out all of the stuck energy. This is how you run the energy through your body. And imagine this process going on automatically, not only in your growth period, but also in your maintenance periods. Express your gratitude. Say how much you love being in your body and how much you love planet Earth and the cosmic energy and God's energy. You can put your hands on your heart, express your gratitude, and when you are ready, you can wiggle your toes and your fingers. Do what your body naturally wants to do, maybe roll your shoulders or your neck, both directions, and slowly open your eyes. Alright, gorgeous. How do you feel after this small meditation or activation to run the energy through your body, the earth energy and the cosmic energy? I love this meditation. It felt so good for me and it was so peaceful, so relaxing. We need the energy of the earth to understand how to be successful on this earth as someone who has a body, right? Our body comes from earth element. And how to be successful as a soul, we need the cosmic energy. Because we are a being, a soul, with a body, we need both energy. And when we can integrate those energy, it makes us more graceful, going more with the flow and more peaceful. So I hope that this really helps you the way it has helped me. It was really a huge aha moment for me. Now understanding the growth period, I can move through it so easily. Running this energy through your body is not only healing, but it also helps you to boost your creativity because it's the same energy, the creative energy, the life force energy. It is healing, it is creative as well. Another thing that I love to do is to imagine that the energy that is leaving your body is actually being transformed, is actually being transmuted into blessings. Because we understand that any challenge has some disguised blessings. And when we learn and integrate the lessons is when we can be really free. So I imagine that stuck energy that leaves my body retransform into stardust, something shiny, like the blessings, right? And I integrate those lessons and those blessings, but I let go of the stuck energy. Yes, that running the energy through the body seems to be an advanced technique, but it really shifts everything. For me, it really helped me to understand I don't have to go through that same process where you have to be frustrated when you go through those growth periods, or to shout your pain at people, right? Your frustration, your confusion, your overwhelm, right? But you can actually help your physical and energy body release those energy, that stuck energy, more directly, and so not have to have the growth pain, at least not that heavily. But then when you run that energy, you can start feeling grateful again and amused, like it likes to say. Because when the growth period is over, you'll be laughing about it like, oh, I thought it was about this, but it was actually about something else. We did that meditation and I really love this because it is like me sharing what I've learned, right? And when we can share our learnings, we integrate them even more, and so we learn even faster. And I highly encourage you. You can come back to the meditation that I share with you, but you can also create your own simple process. Like maybe you feel overwhelmed and you sit down for 5 minutes, you imagine connecting to the earth and taking in the earth energy, giving away to earth what you no longer need, what don't serve you anymore, and imagine earth transmuting that energy. And the same, you receive from the cosmos, the cosmic energy, God's energy, and you let it transmute the things that no longer serve you. Let it invigorate you, right? Actually, you can turn it to as much as you want, that energy, right? Because when you are already having the physical symptoms, you might feel less vitality. So you can turn that energy up and start feeling invigorated again. I don't know why, but I want to share with you that also using green juices will help you to feel more energized. Something like 7 juices per day is something that I'm trying to do right now, because I feel the energy level being really high, but at the same time it can create some detoxing symptoms, right? Because our cells are taking that energy so much, pushing out what they no longer need. Understanding this, like moving stock energy so rapidly, well, it can feel overwhelming, but I'm sharing with you what I learned, how we can manage that, and it has really helped me. So this, in the past, will stop me from creating videos because I would be like, oh, people are going to judge me. How can I be a coach and not even have my skin clear, right? No. I won't sit in a corner with everything that I'm learning. I will give myself the courage to be seen in my imperfections, to share this with somebody that it can help as well. So please, let us be courageous to be seen in our imperfection, to share what we have learned so that we can uplift or inspire and support one another. From my heart to yours, I'm loving this. So let's move on to point number 4. Embrace growth period as a lifestyle. Because the truth is, growth periods never ends. As long as we are evolving, we will meet them along our journey. So instead of fearing the growth period, we can choose to move through them more gracefully, trusting that we will have the tools, we will have the awareness, and we will have the divine grace to help us. We don't need to reject them. We can integrate them in our journey. And this connects us back to our shadow work. The more we embrace a tool, the more we embrace an aspect of ourselves, the more magnetic it makes us, the more creative it makes us. And this is how we get also abundance. So decide today, like I did, that you will stop letting yourself down when it becomes hard. Stop letting yourself down when you feel judged and rejected by people, because you are becoming the mirror. You are reflecting back to them something that they haven't accepted and embraced in them as well. If you combine the shadow work and the energetic tools, well, you sustain your magnetism. I really felt the difference, the synchronicities, and sometimes you will wake up early because it is time to do your energy work, to run your energy. And by the way, this is beneficial not only for you, but to your loved ones. You can run the energy too, maybe with their permission. Because when we learn these things, it's not just for us, for our own personal growth and evolution and expansion. It is also to support other people in their own evolution and growth and expansion and healing journey. Instead of fearing the growth period, expect them and be prepared with tools. How to get prepared? Well, it is by practicing on days where you feel awesome, you feel amazing, you feel full of energy, you feel the synchronicities, the alignment. Those are the days to practice your tools, so that when the growth period comes, you are using your tools to move through them gracefully. So remember, when your light is so bright and magnetic, it means that your shadow will be more visible. Your shadow is not to block you, but it fuels your magnetism by helping you to love and embrace all aspects of yourself, as well as all aspects of other people. To embrace all parts of yourself, you can go deeper with my course, Divine Feminine Glow Up. If you feel judged in a specific aspect of your life, it might be your shadow. And remember that your shadow is not the end of the story, but it's where your magnetism begins, when you embrace it and you love all aspects of yourself. Alright, gorgeous, move through your growth period with the most grace possible. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. I love you so much. Stay inspired.